The Motors 1 by The Motors. This is an album I bought from the Cancer Research charity shop in Chesham. It prices it at £6 because apparently it is missing the original inner sleeve, and this seems surprisingly precise for a charity shop. However, I'm starting to find that they are becoming more savvy when it comes to pricing vinyl. You can be looking through classical LPs for like 50p or £1, and you will be excited to find a Stravinsky Rite of Spring, and you will look at the price and be disappointed to find that it's priced at £8, because £8 seems to be the price that charity shops charge for LPs of Stravinsky's Rite of Spring. I liked The Motors because they had my look, though at the time I probably thought of it as an anti-look. I always felt that anything more than straight jeans and a plain black t-shirt was just ostentatious. On the cover they looked young and svelte, but at the time they looked like old gits, especially Nick Garvey, who looked fat, and that was not allowed in 1977. In 1977 there really was not that much punk rock available, only really The Damned, The Clash and The Jam on LP, and some Sex Pistols singles. The Motors, like Motorhead, were punk adjacent, and like Motorhead I had the 12-inch single. The song was Dancing the Night Away, and it was just my kind of thing. It was jangly and aggressive. It had a big build-up to a big fist-pumping, shouty, catchy chorus. The Motors were ex-pub rockers, and I had seen two of them playing in a pub in Harrow in the band Ducks Deluxe, who were one of the founders of pub rock. The Motors went on to have middle-of-the-road pop success with hit singles such as Forget About You and Airport. I saw them at the Reading Festival. It was classic rock posing, big carangs with the guitarist striding the stage, with big build-ups as they stood around the drum kit. The Motors didn't have an idiosyncratic lead vocalist, but they had 4 voices singing melodies and harmonies. This album features the full-length version of Dancing the Night Away and their follow-up single Bring in the Morning Light, which was more of the same, only with a pounding piano rather than a guitar duel. The Motors, especially on Dancing the Night Away, used so many guitar ideas that I have since used. Like where you change one note in a sequence, totally changing the harmony, like Status Quo or Philip Glass. Or when you play different chords over a single bass line, keeping a single harmony for so long that there is a seismic shift when all the instruments change chord, like Hawkwind. If the Motors had done I Fought the Law, it would have sounded just like The Clash. There is a fast reggae song which is very like The Clash, but they also use a lot of heavy riffs and a solid 4/4 beat that actually reminds me of the Foo Fighters. The Motors, Motors 1, their first album.